people can even grasp. If you're looking right now at the chart, you may be wondering, when's the next spike? When's it going to happen? Well, we have a big new announcement from Elon Musk that he just put out within the last 24 hours, and that is that he is not selling any of his Dogecoin. Basically, the way this went down, it was on Twitter, a full thread where Elon Musk was basically talking to some of the most famous people on the planet when it comes to cryptocurrency. I commented on there. A lot of people commented different things on there. And basically, it went as followed. Elon Musk asked, what are your thoughts about the probable inflation rate over the next few years, which could be as high as 10% or even higher than that, which is unfathomable. That's like losing 1/10 of your money if you have it sitting in the bank account every single year. Imagine an investment where you lose that percent every single year. It's just insane to even think about how that could be possible. But here's what Michael Saylor said in response to that. USD consumer inflation will continue near all-time highs, and asset inflation will run at double the rate of consumer inflation. Weaker currencies will collapse, and the flight of capital from cash, debt, and value stocks to scarce property like Bitcoin will intensify. Basically, what he's saying is that a ton of people are going to invest in crypto instead of holding their money in fiat currency, which is extremely smart to do. If you're not doing that, then you're missing out big time, and you're losing money. You're not just missing out, you're getting actively hurt by that. It is not entirely unpredictable that you would reach that conclusion, said Elon Musk, making a joke. Oh yeah, of course Michael Saylor is going to come in and say Dogecoin or say Bitcoin's a good idea to buy, just like Matt Wallace is going to come in and say Dogecoin. Very predictable, right? Because we love those coins. He likes Bitcoin. I happen to like Doge a heck of a lot more because it has way bigger catalysts than Bitcoin. And at this price, you are getting it at an actual steal. It's like finding an oceanfront property for way under value. That's what it's like. It's obviously awesome to do. Then Elon says, as a general principle for those looking for advice from this, it is generally better to own physical things like home or stock and companies you think make good products than dollars when inflation is high. And then he says, I still own and won't sell my Bitcoin, Ethereum, or Dogecoin. Those are the three cryptos he owns. The three cryptos that have the highest name recognition in the entire world are those three. But believe it or not, Doge is actually ahead of Ethereum. Most people still don't get it. They still don't understand. If you just came in, we're at 69 likes now, which is perfect. Let's see if we can get up to 169 likes. Live just started. If we can get higher on that, the better. We also have a huge new Patreon pick that is coming in only a couple of weeks, most likely. So we are very, 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 very close to this launch. And this pick is the first time I've ever been directly associated in such a huge way with the project. This is something that the entire team, all of us, were extremely proud to be putting out there because it has an actual real broad-reaching use case, unlike a lot of the other projects out there in the market today. This one is going to last, and it's going to go the long run and could potentially be the biggest pick that we have done in the entire Patreon. I'm not just saying that. I'm so unbelievably excited about this. And even if you're someone who's looked at these picks and said, Matt, I don't like these picks. Why don't you just focus on this or do that or do something else, which is a small percentage of people. But even if you're of that mindset where you don't want me to talk about that and you don't want me to do it and you think it's bad, I promise you, once you hear the use case, you may have a way more open mind to this. Once you realize what it does, you're going to want to be part of it. By the way, hint, hint, this is going to be one of the biggest things for helping our cause that we could possibly imagine. And you'll see exactly what I mean. It's thinking outside of the box. It's a use case that no other coin has even tried before. So this really will be the one. If you want to get it on something early right now, there really is no better opportunity than to join the Patreon. Link in the description. I'll also put it in the pinned comment. I also have a free article if you want to read that on Patreon that goes over the picks. So if you're not sure, do I want to join or not, read the article first, and then you can get more information and decide if you want to join after that. But seriously, if you don't, it's really just silly. I mean, the price is the same as going out to one dinner. Would you, and it's less than that if you go to a nice restaurant. Would you rather go to one dinner at, say, a fast food restaurant or have an opportunity to get in early on what could be the next big pick out there? It's really an easy decision at that point. I don't think you should even think about it. And we also have had many successful picks like Tking went absolutely crazy. Keep in mind they did fall after, right? So you did have to take profits at the top with Tking, but some of them that we've done have not fallen. Like for example, Helium, that's currently up like 10x after when we picked it. Even King coin, Tking, even that's up after being picked. All these are still up for the most part. There's a couple that have gone down, but they did spike before and then went down a little bit. And the only ones that have gone down are very, very, very small amounts. There's never been a crypto pick that from the time we picked it until now has actually gone down a large amount, not even one. So it's really, really, really a huge, huge, huge thing. And this is also going to be a fair launch. So there's really, you basically can't lose money if you get in early enough, but that's not to say you're going to be guaranteed to do that. Still, be careful with this. Don't risk more than you're willing to lose. That's always the rule no matter what. But at the same time, if you're going to risk money on anything, there's nothing better than this, especially in the current state of the market right now, which is in a rebuilding phase that has some benefits and also some downsides. We also have this date, which is a date that you need to remember in your noggin because this is an important date. Tuesday, November 1st, 2022. Off the top of your head, what does that make you think of? Tuesday, November 1st, 2022. You may not think of anything from it. It could just be a random date upon your mind, but that is going to be the day that one of the biggest things happens for Dogecoin that we have ever seen in its history. Because it's going to break a barrier that no other crypto has broken before. It's going to be watched by a ton of people. And no, it's not the moon landing, also something that we're excited about. That could be within a close proximity to this, right? The moon landing is expected for the end of 2022. That's the end of 2022. In fact, we could even see the moon landing at right around the same exact time as this, which is interesting. The Dogecoin moon landing, where Elon Musk and SpaceX have a heck of a lot of fun and put a Dogecoin on the moon. But what's fascinating about this specific date is that most people have no clue what it is. We talked about it a little bit on last night's show, but it's time to expand on it. What, of course, we're referring to is this. The Doge 1 satellite mission, Tuesday, November 1st. Here is the countdown clock. 231 days, 17 hours, 31 minutes, and 55 seconds from now, we are going to see this happening. Geometric Space Corporation is a recently formed subsidiary of Geometric Energy Corporation, a research and development firm founded in 2015. GSC provides cost-efficient CubeSat rideshare programs, dedicated Firefly alpha launches, and also satellite data services. Geometric Space Energy Corporation, by the way, they're funding this entire mission with Dogecoin, which is extremely exciting on multiple different levels. They're already a good ways ahead in this mission. As we see a super chat coming in, can you tell us what platform the pick will be on? Absolutely, it's going to be on the Ethereum chain, which means you can buy it using Uniswap and MetaMask. That's the easiest way. It's not hard at all to set it up. It seems daunting and complicated, but I have a full article on exactly how to buy Ethereum picks. So check out the article. It's free on Patreon. By the way, even if you don't want to become a Patreon member, there's so much on Patreon that's free, that's information that you can access, so still worth it to go check it out. I highly encourage you though to actually join and get access to this picks. I know it seems like, is it worth it to do that? I could spend $10 and I could go buy something else, or you could just participate in this and potentially turn that $10. If you invest more, you can make a lot of money from it. Never guarantees, but with our successful track record, a lot of people have made huge amounts of money from these Patreon picks by playing their cards right with them. And you don't even have to necessarily play your cards super tight. A lot of people will hold long term and still make huge profits from them. It's not necessarily about the short term. It really just depends on what your specific style is. Everyone has different styles, and you want to be beating other people to make money in the market because that's how it works. It's the competition. And if you're better than everyone else, then you will win. So it's about honing your skills, getting better. And these picks, if you want to just put a little amount in, can help you to hone your skills. So then you can go take that and do other crypto picks that aren't even associated with me in any way, and also have a better skill set for that. That's what I want. I want us to learn and get better and actually be one of the best groups in terms of knowledge and skill set in the market out there at all. So once again, link in the description, and also I'll put it in the pinned comment after the video's up. Definitely worth it. Check it out and join. Also, I'll put a link in the description and pinned comment to the free article. To the free article. But yeah, but buy everything, says Sandman, including metals. Oh, well, that's you can buy metals. I mean, did you see what happened? We talked about not that long ago. Nickel just absolutely spiked. The metal nickel. That's a good idea, right? To be putting your money in precious metals too. You want to diversify. You want to be holding anything besides the dollar right now. Holding the dollar equals bad. Holding literally anything else is going to give you a way safer bet in the market. It's not even particularly close to the moon. It says Wesley Couch. Yeah, you love to see that. I like this live because I feel like we have some energy again based on some of these announcements and the Elon Musk tweet. I love feeling the energy coursing through my veins. The Doge blood from the very beginning. What are your thoughts on, or what are you expecting the Doge 1 launch to do for Doge? Basically, it's going to open up so many doors. Because it's being funded with Dogecoin, it's going to open up the doors of new funding methods. to spend Dogecoin on things from a company perspective. Because right now it's mostly individuals. We don't have companies spending Dogecoin. Even Tesla has not spent Dogecoin on anything. I've proposed multiple times an actual program where you pay your employees, you offer them the option to accept some of their payment in Dogecoin. I think employees would really like that. It would be a fun way to increase your morale as a company. It gives people something to talk about together. I mean, that's important, right? If you're a company, you want your employees to like each other. Boom, there's actual real value from Dogecoin because it's one of the best at actually getting people to talk and have fun together. That is something that Bitcoin doesn't have and Dogecoin does. No other cryptocurrency really at the same level as Dogecoin has that community type feel that could actually be an asset to a company if they're paying their employees as an option in Dogecoin, and multiple of them do that. Boom, that can literally change the entire dynamic of a company and make people closer together. It's actually awesome. Jeff says, don't rug pull, Matt. Don't worry. I have never been anywhere near a rug pull. Anytime I'm involved with any project, it needs to be fully sound. Now, it's not to say some projects can spike a lot and then come right back down to where we initially called them. That's happened. It has happened a couple of times. That's rare. Most of the picks just go absolutely crazy after a certain period of time. Sometimes you have to hold a little bit longer to see that. But we've never been anywhere near a rug pull. In fact, of all the projects I've ever associated myself with, I don't think the team has made hardly any money on any of them. It's mostly just been a community-driven one, and that's how I think it should be. Should I buy Baby Doge, says Frank? That's up to you. If you want to, you can, but there's really no other crypto out there that's like Dogecoin in terms of its ability right now to see huge gains. So anyway, I'm Matt Wallace. I'm going to go ahead and get off live now. This is Final Stand, and I will see you in, of course, the video that is previous to 2 videos from now, but exactly 1 video after this video, which equates precisely to the next video. There we go, a more mathematical way to say, I'm Matt Wallace, this is Final Stand, and I'll see you in the next video. All right, later.